Hey everyone, my name's Kyle. Welcome to the channel. It's a channel to talk about my two hobbies, baseball cards and roasting coffee. I roast just for my family, so nobody else, and my card collection is typically just for myself as well. I thought this would give me a chance to share my collection with a few extra folks. I've seen people like the Mangini collection and others who are showing their baseball card collections. And I thought, what a great way to actually use this medium, right, to show off your baseball card collection. I'll talk a couple of other things with baseball cards. I've done a couple of experiments that I'll show here in a couple of future episodes. This is just a chance for me to get used to using the different softwares, talking into a camera, figuring out if I want to use my laptop or maybe something else is better, right? Anyway, I love collecting baseball cards. I love the history of cards, and I love the history of the players. So while I do love baseball, you can see I got Astro stuff on. I love the Astros. Super excited they won the World Series again. Uh, we've lost several too. Those are a little more heartbreaking. But I love baseball. I love baseball cards. But the history behind the players and the cards is also something I wanted to be able to talk about. And I hope that I have the opportunity to do that here. Also, like roasting my own coffee, we can talk more about that. And I'll show how I'm roasting coffee and different roast levels I'm trying and kind of how that's going. Something super exciting as well, in my opinion. So if you watch a lot of these shows, if you've seen somebody like the Mangini collection, there he talks a lot about his cards. I really like that. I also listen to Scotty B cards. He talks a lot about print runs, where cards are, how they're priced, and I listen to the Sports Card Dad as well. I like the way he presents himself and his energy. Not planning on duplicating any of those. I am my own person, and a lot of times I get pretty monotone, especially when I'm just talking to space, like talking to a camera. So I will try to get better, but this gives me an opportunity to start working on that. So that's what I'm here for, and want to talk about baseball cards. And so today we'll start out with one, and then we'll probably look at some coffee next time I put out an episode, and then as we move forward, we'll start moving forward to an experiment that I did a couple of years ago, which I think everybody will find interesting, depending on how you store your cards. So I've shown it to a couple of people. One guy showed at a baseball game, and another guy I showed he owns a card shop near here, and they found it interesting. My best friend who helped get me back into card collecting, we ripped cards, when we were kids, and now we're adults and doing the same thing, and he found it interesting. So I'll share that in a couple episodes. But until then, let's start looking at a couple of cards, looking at what we have on, what I've bought over the past 2 years, and we'll also talk about some of the history of cards as well. So I hope you guys enjoy. Thank you for tuning in, and I look forward to watching other people's episodes as well. Happy New Year. See you later. Okay, so the guy we're going to talk about today is a guy most of you probably have never heard of. His name, Jack Lucky Lohrke. He played a long time ago, back in the late 40s through early 50s, with a WAR of 2.3, I believe it was. Why am I bothering showing you a guy that has baseball cards that played for like 7 years that has a WAR of 2.3? I told you guys earlier, I love the history of cards and the players that surround them. So the first card is going to be a 1949 Bowman. That's Jack Lucky Lohrke. Jack was in the Second World War. He survived D-Day, that's the invasion of Europe from Britain by American and other Allied forces. He also survived the Battle of the Bulge, which was the Nazis' last big attempt in their constant retreat. So 2 major battles. Jack survived. He also survived a few other things in the war. I'd encourage you to look him up and look at his history. Love the old Bowman cards. I love the fact that Jack served in the war on the front lines and then still was able to go and play baseball later on in life. This is his 49 Bowman, and then this next one is the card I actually have at work. I just love the old Bowmans. And this is a 1951 Bowman card as well. Beautiful card. You can see how to spell his name here. Jack Lucky Lohrke served our country in the United States Army and then went on to play for the New York Giants as well as Philadelphia. So I hope you guys enjoy. I hope you have a great rest of your week, and thanks for watching.